Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everyone. Today we have a new environment. This is the spooky Jumpscare Mansion made by Cave Town. And this is just basically like the game. You basically will be going through the floors, not literally in this case, but be followed by multiple of the creatures in there to try to attack you and such. So, yes, for this fight we have daedalus at the Forge, Dog Havoc 2199, the Sentinels 4 as 1, and a new variant for exodia necros. This fight will be against a variant for Iron Legacy. Iron Legacy history rewritten. So let's start. Let's start the game. Put Iron Legacy be a character card into play. Generation or regret side up. Players cannot play as any legacy variant. Search the box for 3 random hero legacy variants and put into play. If you were wondering why we had 3 legacies here, that's the reason. Then search the villain deck for all villain coins. Put 2 random villain coins under each legacy other than Iron Legacy face down. Shuffle all remaining villain coins into the villain deck. So the legacies that we got are America's Legacy, or America's Greatest Legacy, Freedom 5 Legacy, and America's Newest Legacy. Instead of the villain turn, a hero legacy may use their power. If they do, Iron Legacy deals the legacy nemesis symbol melee damage. That symbol is equal to the number of hero legacies in place. When a legacy is incapacitated, put all ongoings under them into play. Then remove them from the game. When this card would be destroyed, flip this card instead. When former allies would play a top card of the villain deck, instead search the villain deck and transfer an ongoing and put it under a hero legacy, then shuffle the villain deck. At the end of the villain turn, Iron Legacy deals the hero legacy with the lowest HP, total of 7 damage. Then Iron Legacy deals the hero with the highest HP or hero target with the highest HP 7 melee damage. So, yeah. So with that, we can take use of power right now. Don't forget also they do have the nemesis symbol. So yeah, to start then, we're going to just try to start doing some small damage. Hit with America's newest power, Atomic Glare. Power Legacy deals one target 3 energy damage. So that would be 4 total, and they did take 4 damage. So then we play, we get Flying Assault, 1 shot. Iron Legacy deals the 3 hero target with the highest HP, 3 projectile damage each. Destroy 2 equipment cards. The 3 highest are Daedalus and Mega Tigris' Legacy and Freedom 5 Legacy, so they take 4 damage instead. We don't have equipment cards, so that's it. End of turn, the Legacy with the lowest HP takes 7, becomes 8 actually because Nemesis bonus, so that would be, we're going to say, Greatest Legacy. And then highest take 8, or sorry, 7. That is Daedalus, so they actually take 7. Daedalus now. We're going to play Atlas Gravity Well, equipment. At the end of your turn, you have 7 or more cards in your hand. Daedalus deals himself 4 fire damage and then destroys card. At the start of your turn, Daedalus deals each non-hero target 2 energy damage, then draw 3 cards. We're going to then use the base power, Athena's Helm. Power, reveal the top 2 cards of one deck, discard one, put the other one back on top of its deck. We're going to choose the villain. We're going to discard this, put this on top. Then we're going to skip draw phase as always from Daedalus, that's all. Dog Havoc. They're going to play Dog's Flask, Equipment, Limited, Relic. At the start of your turn, one hero target gains 1 HP. Power, each hero target gains 1 HP. Then we're going to use their base power, Motivate. Dog Havoc deals 1 target 2 melee damage, or 1 hero that gains HP each turn uses a power. We're just going to hit our Legacy for 2 damage, draw a card, that's all. The Sentinels. For this variant, it has a different rules card, so we're going to read that first. So, draw 4 cards, put your 4 member cards into play in any combination of active and incapacitated. For this, we chose Wraith and ADS as incapacitated, and Medical and Medicine as active. Member cards. Your member cards do not have HP and are not targets. Discard and the 4 members card counts as 1 card. You may treat the Sentinels as any one of your active member cards at any time, but not several at once. If any active member would deal damage, instead the Sentinels deal that damage and is treated as that member. Whenever one of your one shot would allow you to flip one of your incapacitated cards, say to X HP, instead do not flip that card and set the Sentinels regain X HP. At start of your turn, flip off your active members, then flip any number of incapacitated members at one flip this turn. So yeah, with that, we now you can say Mako and Mainstay, and we get Idealist and Wraith. So with all of that, we're then going to play Dark Delusions, one shot. If Wraith is active, he deals HB and target to infernal damage. If the daedalus is active, she deals one target 3 psychic damage. So that will be a total of just 5 damage to Legacy and Legacy. Then we're going to use the Idealist base power. Then Telekinetic Jab power. The Idealist deals one target to psychic damage. We once more hitting Legacy. Withdraw. That's it. Exodia. We're going to play left arm, Forbidden One. Once per turn, when you draw a card, Exodia deals a target 1 psychic damage. Power, Exodia against 2 HP. Then power, when to use the base power on that Juggernaut. Power, either use the power into hero targets in your play area or draw a card. We're going to use draw a card for now. That activates the left arm so we can deal 1 psychic damage to our legacy. Then we draw a card. Environment. As you can see, the environment has a rules card we're going to read now. When a specimen enters play, roll a d4, set the counter on the specimen with X, where X is the result of the d4 plus 1. This is referred to as the room counter, or specimen have room counters unless stated otherwise. The room counter goes by 1 at the start of the environment turn. When a room counter reaches 0, put the specimen at the bottom of the environment deck unless stated otherwise. When a specimen is placed through the room counter, play the top card of the environment deck. So, first of all, start of turn, there's no specimen, so we don't remove any counters from them. Then we play. We get save point, save place. When this card is played, put it next to a player. A hero target in the same player as this card regains 3 HP. I'm going to assume the player next to this card is not target for environment effects. At the end of the next environment turn, shuffle this card into the environment deck. So we're going to give that to Daedalus since they're the only one that she can use it. Make a copy here to remind us that this disappears later on. They regain 3 HP, and that's it. And on Legacy, we're going to not use a power this time from start of turn. We get Iron Free Strike, one shot. Iron Free deals the hero type with the highest HP, 5 mini damage, straight to hit on Goring cards. That highest right now is Dog Havoc, so there's no ongoing cards, thanks that we were prepared for this. Then end of turn, the Legacy with the lowest takes 8 damage, that's greatest Legacy. And highest takes a total of 7 damage base, that's on 40 freedom 5, so they take 7. Or sorry, they take 8, I mean. There we go. That's all. Daedalus, they're going to hit for 2 damage to Lion Legacy and draw 3 cards. Then they're going to play Archimedes Failsafe, Equipment Limited. When this card is played, Daedalus regains 2 HP. Power, discard all but 4 cards in your hand. Destroy all of your equipment cards, other than this one, then destroy this card. So, first of all, we heal for 2. We're going to use Service Power again. Check Darren Legacy. Discard this. Put this here. And then skip draw phase. Alright, so Doc Havoc, we're going to hit Greatest Legacy for 1 HP. Then we're going to play Cauterize, Ongoing Limited. Whenever Doc Havoc would deal damage to a target, that target means regain damage HP. We're then going to use our base power once more, hit for 2, which becomes healing instead, and then withdraw. The sentinels, first of all, right hand is changed from into Dr. Michael mainstay for this. We're then going to play Aura of Vision, Ongoing Signature. At the start of your turn, if the DAC is active, select one player, that player may draw a card. So then with that power, we're going to use Dr. Michael's power, MD. Power, when he gains 3 HP, we're going to choose Daedalus, withdraw, that's it. So the necros, they're going to play the left, Forbidden One. Once per turn, when you draw a card, Exodia deals a target 1 psychic damage. Power, choose a target, redeem this damage dealt to a target to Exodia. So another bonus there for damage. Then power, when to use raise power to use the 2 powers. So we're going to redeem this damage as it deals to Exodia. And then that's we heal 2 HP but we're at full. So we draw, we deal 1 and 1. And that's it. First of all, spookies, nothing happens right now because there's no specimens. We play. Then the merchant, specimen. When his characters play next to the player with the most cards in hand. The player next to this card may either play, power, or draw phase. At the end of the player's turn next to this card, if they did not skip their play, power, or draw phase, this card deals the lowest HP hero target in the same player as it 3 reasonable melee damage. So most cards in hand would be. We're going to actually say Daedalus because they're going to always skip their draw phase, so that's good. We draw to see how their thing will be. They only have two counters, so that will be quick. End of turn, the save for is shuffled back into the deck. Iron Legacy, we're going to use the power on America's New Legacy, hit for basically 4. They would hit back for 3 damage, which becomes redirected to Exodia. So that's good. We get Iron Justice. Iron City is the hero with the highest HP. For melee damage, the player with the most cards in hand discards 4 cards. We're going to say highest, well, no matter what, is Daedalus, so they take 4, and they have, and the highest hand is the tie between Exodia and Daedalus. We're going to say Daedalus because it's Daedalus. End of turn, the lowest legacy takes 8 damage, that's Lyria's legacy, and then highest takes 7, that's Daedalus. Alright, start of turn, we deal once again 2 damage to Iron Legacy and draw 3 cards. Then we're going to play Fly Free, one shot, discard a card, either play a card or return this card to your hand. We're going to discard a card, then play the Icarus, Equipment Limited. At the start of your turn, you may discard a card. You may use one additional power during your power phase. Power, we're going to use our base power once more. This time, we're going to check the environment. That will be all. We're going to skip our draw phase. The end of turn, we don't have 4 more cards in hand. We're fine. We skip our phase, so we don't take 3 reducible. That's it. Dog Havoc. We're going to heal Tails for 1 HP. Then we're going to play Syringe Darts, Equipment Limited. Power Dog Havoc deals up to 2 targets, so projectile damage each. We're going to then use a power to hit Legacy, and then heal for 2 more HP Daedalus. Draw a card, that's it. The Sentinels. Mainstay and Dog Havoc, Dr. Make, change back to right and idealist for this. Then we check our vision. She is in She is active right now, so we can let somebody draw a card. We're going to check. We will choose Doc Havoc actually. Then we're going to get Sentinel Tactics, Ongoing Limited. The first time one of your Sentinels deals damage each turn, you may use a power. Then we're going to use the power of Idealist and Telekinetic Jab. This is target to psychic damage, and then hit a release for 2. That lets us use a power. Thanks to Sentinel Tactics, we're going to use Extract, check the bottom card of Iron Legacy's deck. We're going to discard that since we have equips we want to keep. Draw. Exodia. We're going to play Upstart Goblin. One shot. Each hero target gains 1 HP, you may draw a card. We draw. That lets you 1 damage twice. On power, we're going to use Service Power to use these effects again. Heal for 2 and take the next damage Exodia deals. So that way we're fine. Draw phase, that's all. Environment, we lose a token here. We now play for the Food Demon, Specimen. When this card enters play, each player's cards down until they have 4 cards in hand. At the end of the merry turn, shuffle the top card of each hero deck together. Then, in turn order, each player draws a card from the just created piles. Players can use cards if it came from their own decks. So it goes to no one, but we basically now have less cards. How long they will stay? For only 2 actually. For it of turns. Tails gets their own. The Cabo gets their own. Okay. At least the Sentinels and Exodia got some shenanigans there, so that's at least that. Iron Lassie, we're going to use the power of Neo's Lassie for damage. Reacted 3 damage that they will take to Exodia. Then we play. Form your allies. Each player discards 1 card, play the top card of the villain deck. And as a reminder, the Iron Lassie will stop when Makers hit an ongoing. And then we search for an ongoing card and put it under Hero Legacy. So we're going to choose Galvanize just to make it less likely to come by itself. And there we go. End of turn. For the ability easy feed is destroyed, so they're removed from the game, and we get the cards from under them into play. So the cards that we're getting are Armored Fortitude, Ongoing. The reduce damage to Iron Legacy by 1 at the start of the beginning turn. Iron Legacy gains 4 HP. And also Superhuman Redirection, Ongoing. The first time Iron Legacy would be dealt 5 or more damage from a single source. Each turn, read that to the hero target with the highest HP. That would be just the how right now. And the high stakes 7, that's the 26, which becomes 8. There we go. The Havoc, going to deal 2 damage, reduce to 1 here, then draw 3 cards. And then Icarus lesson discard a card. We're going to discard this. Then from that, we're going to play Eureka moment, one shot. You may destroy one ongoing or environment card, discard one card. So we're going to destroy Armor Fortitude, and then we discard a card. We'll get rid of this. Use the power to just check environment. We're going to eliminate this. Then we will draw, but we're going to skip that. Now let's make sure to not stay. Right, the havoc. Start of turn, we're going to heal Armageddon's new legacy for 1. Then we're going to play Sable Serum. Equipment with current display, 1 target gains 2 HP. At the end of your turn, you destroy 1 ongoing or environment card. If you do, destroy this card. Power, healing for 2 damage, and healing for 2 HP themselves. We draw a card. End of turn, we're going to destroy this card and get rid of human redaction. The sentinels, right when the years are changed once more. We're going to play Upstart Goblin, just heal everyone for 1 HP. We're going to just get the card ourselves. So there we go. This goes back to his trash. Then power, we're going to use the base power and mainstay. Block. Until the start of your next turn, reduce damage dealt to the sentinels by 1. Draw a card. That's it. Exodia necros. They're going to play Fires of Rage. Ongoing limited. All damage dealt by Exodia is irreducible. Power is card a card. If you do, play a card. So then with that, we're going to still use the same combo of left hand, left arm. Redirect the next damage unless it deals. Heal for 2. Draw a card. That's it. Environment, we get rid of the merchant. They go to bottom, but because of that, we play top. So we get subject 5, Giant Centipede, Specimen. When this character is played, play next to the hero target with the most HP. Damage dealt by all targets in that player is used by 1. At the end of the player, the player's turn who is next to this card, this specimen deals hero target is next to toxic damage. Highest is the havoc, then normal play. We get Warmill. When this card enters play, Warmill deals all target 1 psychic damage. At the start of the environment core, each player may discard up to 2 cards. If 5 cards are discarded this way, increase Warmill rule counter by 1. At the end of the environment turn, all hero targets gain 1 HP. When specimen leaves play, it is removed from the game and Parasite replace it and is played into the field. Don't worry about what that is for now. We check, we get 3. Surprise is staying for a while, so we may not have to. End of turn, we put the top card of everyone's deck here. Then we shuffle. We get Daedalus doesn't get to have fun. Basically, don't have actually get someone else's card. Sentinels don't get anything, and Exodia actually gets someone else's card. And then all hero targets gain 1 HP. On Legacy, we're going to deal the damage from Amethyst Legacy that flips him into Everlasting Scar. When flip to his side and receives down to 40 HP. Instead of the Villain turn, he uses the power that sees that Legacy 4 melee damage. A, the Legacy symbol is equal to the number of hero Legacy in play. When the Legacy is recapitulated, put on going under into play, then remove them from the game. When former allies would play the top card of the villain deck, instead search the villain deck and transfer ongoing, putting under a hero deck, under the Legacy, then shuffle the villain deck, and annotate deals that Legacy for 3 melee damage, or 2 melee damage now. At the end of the villain turn, until the 2 hero target has HP, total of 6 melee damage right now. So yeah, with that, they go back. We still think we're doing start of turn, so I don't. So it takes 2 damage only because there's 1 less legacy right now. And then we do the start of turn now. So let's see. Our heroes use their power, and we have to defeat. So we're going to use we have to use Freedom 5 Legacy. There's no actual choice. So their power is Overwatch. You may either move an environment card in play to the bottom of the environment deck, or one player may play a card. We're going to take the play and just let the Daedalus play the card so they can get the Graviton Cannon equipment. At the end of your turn, if you have 7 or more cards in your hand, Daedalus deals himself for fire damage and then destroy this card. At the start of your turn, Daedalus deals 1 target 5 fire damage, then draw 5 cards. Then Nemesis takes 2 damage, increased to 3 because Nemesis. Sorry, 4 damage actually because. Or 4 damage increased to 5 because it's actually H now. Now we play. We get Rule from the Pro. One shot Iron Ace heals each non-villain target 3 melee damage. Each player must either discard 2 cards or destroy one of their cards. So that's AoE 3. AoE 3. Then each player must either discard 2 cards or destroy one of their cards. We're going to get rid of the Hour of Vision. We have enough cards right now. And so it's going to discard 2 cards. Daedalus is going to discard 2 cards. Actually, no, they're going to destroy the Atlas Cavity. Well, it's not that useful right now, since they cannot discard 2, since they only have 1. And the Havoc is going to. Yeah, they're going to discard 2 cards. There we go. End of turn to highest take a total of 6 damage. That's the 26 and the 22. Sorry, 23 actually. That's all. Daedalus. First of all, we can discard a card. We're going to do that. Then Gravity Cannon, deal 5 damage and draw 5. So Daedalus is taking 5. Then with that, we draw 5. We're going to then play Hoplite Armor MK version 7. Equipment limited, reduce damage dealt to Daedalus by 1. Power, discard a card, and play a card. So, first power, we're going to discard this, the Mother Collapser, equipment. At the end of your turn, you have 7 or more cards in your hand. Daedalus using some for fire damage, then destroy this card. Power, draw 1 card. Daedalus will target 1 melee, 1 energy, and 1 radiant damage. We're going to then use the power to hit for a total of 3 damage, and draw a card, skip draw phase. Dot Havoc, they're going to heal Freedom 5 Legacy for 1 HP. Then they're going to use Steam Shot, 1 shot. Draw a card, one player may use a power now. So we draw, then we're going to let Exodia use the power, so they're going to use the power to just use Fires of Rage to discard the card, get rid of this, and then play Gas Mask. Equipment limited, whenever a card is destroyed, or how regains 2 HP, which for this case, because of the demon, we're going to treat that as Exodia. And then power, we're going to deal 2 damage here and heal for 2 more to legacy. Draw a card. Sentinels, we change once more. We're then going to play Team Communication, 1 shot, draw 4 cards, you may play a card. So there we go. Then we're going to play Dark Delusions once more, hit for 5, and that's it. That we use a we deal damage, so we can use Wrath Power, taking in the first damage of 2. We're going to check Iron Legacy. We're going to discard that. Then power, hit for 2 more. And we lose the DR. Draw phase, that's it. Exodia. They're going to play Guardian of the Pharaoh. 1 shot, you may destroy an ongoing or environment card. Each player may discard a card. Either drop to X plus 1 cards or try to use a target X plus 1 energy damage, raising the amount of cards discarded this way. We're going to destroy the food demons so they don't actually get a second play. And then from that, we're going to. Dale is going to discard for obvious reasons. The Havoc is going to discard. The Sentinels are going to discard. And that lets us draw 4 cards basically. And then 1-on-1 damage. There we go. The power. We're going to actually use the Fires of Rage power. Discard the Pot of Desires and play. Also, they should have healed 2 because of Gasmac. Then we're going to play Break the Seal. 1 shot, you may search your hand, deck, or trash for a target and put it into play. If you search your deck this way, shuffle it. So deals a target X result psychic damage, where X is equal to the number of non-character hero targets in your play area. So we search for a target. We're going to get the right leg. Reduce damage dealt to hero targets in your play area by 1. Forbidden 1. Power to deals up to 3 targets, so energy damage. And deal a target 3 damage since we have 3 targets. Right? Non-character hero targets indeed. So there we go. They all get 1 DR now. Then we draw, that's all. Environment, this was 1. We can discard cards. We're going to use it for that right now. We can play, we get Ringu, Specimen. When this card enters play, put this card next to the player with the most cards in their trash. Whenever the player next to this card draws a card, Ringo deals the highest HP hero target 3 melee damage. Most cards in trash is Daedalus actually. Oh shit, that's not good actually. We draw. That's 3 tokens for Ringo. The Deus is going to die. There's no way to say it here at this point with how they work. And of turn, all hero targets in 1 HP. Alright, Iron Legacy, we're going to use Legacy to hit for 4 damage. We then play. Oh, then she get hits for 5, sorry. Then we play Armored Fortitude once more so we know what they do. End of turn to high stakes 6 damage, that's the 24 and the 21. So also we forgot to actually deal 2 damage from the Sentinel earlier. My apologies. And because of that, I think that the Sentinels will have been highest. My apologies. I counted wrong there. So yeah, with that error out of the way, Deus goes. First of all, the Icarus are going to discard a card, then Rewritten Cannon, heal 5 damage, reduce to 4, then draw 5. For each one, they take 3 damage, reduce to 2. Alright, then. So yeah, they're going to play Eureka Moment. One shot, you may destroy one ongoing or environment card, discard 1 card. We're going to get rid of Ringo because that will kill the elves if we don't at this point. Discard the armor. Power, we're going to discard a card and play Icarus Bombardment, just in the hopes of starting as much damage as possible. Icarus Bombardment, one shot, draw 4 cards, deals up to 3 times 3 damage each. The Icarus is in play, discard up to 2 cards, so deal 2 damage to Iron Legacy. Then discard, we can discard 2 cards. Second power, we'll check Iron Legacies to see if we get something less bad. We'll discard this and put this on top since it's not the worst right now. Skip draw, that's it. The rest of Havoc, they're going to heal the elves for 1. Then play Pot of Abyss, one shot. Shuffle up to 5 cards set for Pot of Abyss from your trash into your deck. You may draw up to 2 cards. If 2 or more targets were shuffled this way into your deck, you may draw cards. So, then power, just going to heal everyone for 1 HP and draw a card. And we take 2 damage since because of the subject 5 in spider. So there we go. I'm sorry, serendipity I mean. Start of turn for the sentinel. Sorry. Sentinel, start of turn, they flip, other stuff. We're going to then play good hero, bad hero. One shot, your hero try with the lowest regains 3 HP. If makes a side take, he deals one target 3 melee damage. We're just going to use that. Hit for 2. There we go. Use the power to heal deals for 3 HP. Draw a card, that's it. I also we get the extra power because we deal damage, so that's 1 DR. And exodia, we're going to play. Oh yeah, they should have heal 2 because destruction of Ringo. Uh, the pieces combine. Ongoing limited. During your draw phase, you may draw an initial card for every 2 non-character hero targets in your play area. Power, you may play a target from your hand or trash. So we basically have +1 draw phase right now. Power, we're going to use the 2 powers, left leg first to predict the next damage we take, and then hit them for 1 damage. To draw a card, we would try to hit him, but he has the R, so it doesn't matter. Environment. We reduce all numerals here by 1 for the room counters. We're not going to help the snake. We get Carbon Kotos, Specimen. When this card is played, this card deals all targets when it receives psychic damage. If a target is destroyed this way, put the top card of the environment deck into play. End of the environment turn, all targets in 1 HP, destroy cardboard cutouts, and shuffle the top 5 cards of the environment deck. Shuffle into the top 5 cards of the environment deck, I mean. So, AoE 1 irreducible. Not target was destroyed this way, then end of turn, everyone regains 1 HP. We do that twice, so it's basically AoE to healing because the card colors also do that. And we shuffle into the top 5 cards. So there we go. Villain, start of turn, we use a power. We're going to use Iron Legacy to hit for 3 damage, and they take 5, which goes to Exodia, who only takes 3 total because not Nemesis and they have 1 DR. Then they're going to play Fire Evolution, ongoing. When this character is played, Iron deals each non-beat target 1 toxic damage. Whenever he uses power, Iron regains 2 HP. So you get 1. This take 2 because Nemesis. And that's it. And also they regain 4 HP because of Armor Fortitude. End of turn to high stake 6 damage. That would be the sentinels who take only 5, and exodia also only takes 5. Alright. Daedalus, start of turn, they're going to discard a card, then play the Igniton Cannon, hit for 4 damage, and draw 5 cards. And with that, we're going to then play Fly Free, discard a card, play a card from that, play another Graviton Cannon in case this somehow stands longer. Power, discard a card to get the Icarus Bombardment, deal 2 more damage, and then discard 2 cards, and then just check him double villain for the hell of it, like this, and skip the draw phase. Dog Havoc, they're going to heal Neos Dancing for 1, play play Sable Serum again, hit heal Delos for 2, then power, use the syringe darts, and beat Legacy. So yeah, the Merman actually was more those be technically anti-heroes, but he had like a few surprises here and there, to be honest. So not really the worst, but not the best. There's still some cards we haven't seen. It's at least, I should also say, it's at least a bit better than more anti anti-hero deck environments. And so there's at least that. So yeah, let's see what we miss. Specimen 12. Specimen. When this card enters play, put this card next to the lowest HP hero. The hero next to this card is no longer a hero and it's considered a villain. At the end of the player turn next to this card, the target next to this card deals the highest HP hero for target for melee damage. If this card leads through the room counter, it gets removed from the game. Specimen 7. Specimen. At the end of the battle turn, all players draw a card. Whenever a card is drawn this way, enters play, their hero loses 1 HP. At the end of each player's turn, if they did not play a card this turn, their hero loses 1 HP. When Specimen 7 is played, it gets removed from the game. Gale, Specimen. When this enters play, play the top card of the hero with the least amount of HP. All targets in the sample area of this card reduce their HP regained by 1. The player next to this card may skip their draw phase. If not, this card deals their hero 2 melee damage. Axe, Weapon. When this card enters play next to a player, they have access to these powers. Power, deal 3 melee damage to a target. Power, lose 2 HP, shuffle a non-target specimen into the environment deck. Skip your next power phase. Bab, Specimen. When this card enters play, 3 hero golems or equipment cards are destroyed. Then put this card next to the player with the most cards in play. At the end of the player's turn, who is next to this card, Bab deals the lowest non-specimen HP target in that player 3 infernal damage. Dear Lord, when this card enters play, create 2 Valiant Deers from the bag. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the highest HP target when usable infernal damage, then all Valiant Deers regain 1 HP. If no HP was regained this way, create 1 Violent Deer. Mermaid, Specimen. When this card enters play, this card deals all targets 2 reusable cold damage. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals 2 non-character, non-specimen targets with the most HP 2 reusable melee damage. When this card is placed through the room counter, shuffle into the top 5 cards of the environment deck. Chase Music starts. Oh, when this card enters play, the environment deals 1 psychic damage to all targets and displays this card a card. Put the top card of the environment deck into play, shuffle this card into the environment deck. There's also actually the 2 cards that we haven't seen that have been mentioned, the Barondeers and Parasites. So, Parasite. When this card enters play, all players must skip their next draw phase. Then play this card next to a player. They may skip their play, power, or draw phase. If no phases were skipped, change this card into state 2. And for state 2, we have Parasite 1 form, Specimen. At the end of the player's turn next to this card deals all targets in this player 5 irreducible toxic damage. At the end of the environment turn, change this card to state 1. And last one, Violent Deer. Specimen, at the end of the environment turn, this card deals the highest HP hero target to melee damage. When this card is played, this play area, it is removed from the game. This card is immune to damage dealt by Specimen. Violent do not have a room counter and will be removed when dealer is no longer in play. So yeah, that would be it. That's it. This environment is actually not not at all hero friendly, but I personally think that compared to some other ones like Rook City, where they basically go full into favor of the villain, this actually feels like it's annoying for the heroes, but at least doesn't actually give extra stuff to the villain. So it does feel nicer in that sense. Once again, thanks again for watching. Sense of the motive is owned by the Great Games. Please support the official release, no matter how difficult it may be now. If you want to search Iron Legacy History Rewritten, it's on meep confusing SOTM. The Sentinels is on Adelphophage archive. Exodia Necros is on Weird Machinations of SOTM. And Spooky Jumpscare Mansion is on Sentinels of the Cave. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.